So Leila, just for you to know, we have at 2 o'clock load shedding. That means our generators kicks in. It will kick me out for a couple of minutes, but no worries, I will reconnect afterwards again, like we've done, I don't know, 4 weeks ago or something like this. Just for you to know, please.
Noted, Dagmar. I'll definitely keep everybody engaged should that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can start. We've given everybody an opportunity to join us. I would like to take this humble opportunity to welcome Dagmar and all of you for attending today's masterclass. Hopefully, by the time we walk out here, we would have benefited largely and handsomely to the benefit of your business. Dagmar is a prolific entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, an educator, somebody who's an expert in helping businesses to scale. Not only that, she actually manages to help SMEs in funding. She will talk more about what she does in a moment. But at this moment, Dagmar, you have the floor. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much again for the Wadhwani Foundation to invite me. Thanks, Solela. Thanks, Charles. I'm sure he's also in here somewhere. And welcome everybody else. I'm sure we will have some fun today again. Let me just see. I'm fighting again with sharing my screen. Let me see so that you can see my presentation nicely. Let me see. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Lovely. Okay. So what we do today is we want to talk about how you can develop a company profile on your own. There are a couple of tips and tricks I like to share with you. First of all, I like to introduce myself. My name is Dagmar Breiling-Murray. I'm the CEO here at Funding Connection, serial entrepreneur, funding strategist. And what does Funding Connection do? I assist with a team of 12 people here at the moment, entrepreneurs raising capital, and applying also for grants and for loans. We do that by drafting professional business plans, the financial forecast, feasibility studies, pitch decks, in some cases company profiles. So we are an expert in this. We know exactly what needs to be in these presentations. Also, I will share some tips with you, how to do that best, where to put the most effort into it, so that you will then be able to use this pitch deck for your specific needs. Let me just find the button for the next slide. Okay, lovely. Okay, so as always, whatever you do I think in life in general, have a goal in mind. Okay, so you need to know exactly for what you need the pitch deck. And I'm always hearing that people are a little bit confused. When do I need a pitch deck? When do I need a company profile? When do I need a business proposal? They are all quite similar. The only difference is a little bit the content, because it depends on who you want to present it. So that means you need to really think about who is your target market, what do you want to achieve with it. A pitch deck is usually, a company profile is usually used for if you want to get a lease agreement, if you need to tender, if you want to talk to potential clients and convince them to become a customer of yours. So that is before you start creating your company profile, you first need to define the purpose. What do you want to achieve with it? Yeah. And as soon as you say this company profile is to raise capital from investors, it would then be the investor pitch deck. Yeah. So, and then of course, ask yourself, what is the message? What do you want to convey? Who is your audience you want to use this for and present this? And then you need to think about what information needs to be in your company profile so that your audience will then give to you what you are requesting. Yeah, it is not that you can use one company profile for different tasks. Be aware of this. So I had somebody who used then the investor pitch deck to go to potential clients and shared his all his commercials, like his cost, his profit margin. You don't do that. Think about before you share your presentation. Do I give out the information they really need, and do I give out the information and make sure you don't give out the information you don't want to share? Okay, first thing first is do some research. Keep in mind, it always depends, of course. If you are a startup, you need to dive a little bit more deeper, and you may have not so much information. You may not have your vision statement, your mission statement, your values. You may need to create ones. Concentrate on the most important aspect. Just for you to know, these vision and mission statements and values, there are lots of artificial intelligent apps out there. They can help you and guide you. I'm not saying copy and paste everything what they say. I'm just saying they will ask you a couple of questions to come up with your mission, to come up with your vision and your values. Yeah. So the research you should do. Think about your company history. In some cases, as a startup, you may not have history, but then you have some backgrounds, your personal achievements. Yeah. Be clear about products or services you want to offer. That is something specifically for startups. Doesn't matter if we do the pitch decks, the business plans, feasibility studies. They are quite broad, and it's difficult in some cases to put a price tag to it. If you want to use this profile to present it to customers, think about what service or products you want to offer to them. Talk specifically about these things. Don't let them get distracted from, oh, I'm just making up things. I'm looking for a plumber and he's also now offering electrical services. Yeah. So if you feel like they can use both, keep both parts in, or three different products and services in, but I would highly recommend, I usually like to be an expert. You know why? Because an expert is usually getting paid better than a generalist. Yeah. So that's why it is important to concentrate and think about, what does this person really need from me? What do I want to offer? Talk about your unique selling point, your competitive advantages. What are you doing different? Where are you really great at? Even if it's a startup, don't worry too much, because usually you are an expert in your field and you can explain, I've seen that lots of times, this is what other people are doing. I know this is a headache for clients. That's why we offer it differently. If there's anything you achieved, put your key achievements in there. I just finished off a business plan yesterday. This was a construction company, and they had different projects they finished. So and then we could say project A, we could even name it and said valued at 3 million rand, next project valued at 50 million rand. So that in this case, it was for a business plan, and then of course for financier, they can see they are experienced, they have a list of achievements, what they have done before. Your organizational structure, your team, key team members, I would highly recommend add them there. People like to talk to other people, and if you can introduce them even to your administrator, or whoever is also then later on part of your team to deliver the services and products. It's nice to put a face to it, and to know what is their expertise and experience. At the end, of course, awards, recognitions. Yes, if there's anything you achieved, add this to it. Yeah. Okay, so now I have here, these would be 9 slides. Don't make 9, 10 slides is good enough for a company profile. Extract the most important information, please. That is what your potential customer or clients want to see. Don't make it a business plan. Don't make it that thick. If they have any questions and they want to know about some specific aspects a little bit more, you can always tell them it's not a problem. We have a list of finished finished projects like the construction company. We can email it to you. That's not a problem. Please always be aware that what information you share about other customers. You know, we have the Puppy Act here in South Africa too, and you just need to be a little bit considerate what you can share and what you shouldn't share. Yeah. Okay, so usually, so a pitch deck, do an introduction, and then a company overview. What are you doing? What are you offering? How long you are maybe already in business? Share this information there. Share your vision, your mission, your values. Even if it's only 1 or 2 of these, that's fine. Talk about your products and services in details. Maybe they are SABS approved, or ISO certified, or whatever else is relevant here, you can share that. Your competitive advantages, your unique selling point, be clear about that. And keep in mind these lots of specifically startup entrepreneurs think about a competitive advantage as the price. The price is, I don't know, I hear somebody in the background all the time. I'm not too sure who is that. Marta Di Marcazzo. Can you please just mute yourself? That would be lovely. I'm not too sure. I can't mute her, so okay.
Muted. Thanks.
Thanks very much. Yeah, okay. I think it's distracting for everybody. Okay, so a competitive advantage again. Lots of startup entrepreneurs always think the competitive advantage is the price. The price is usually only one aspect, and I just like to highlight specifically as a startup, I would never ever try to be the cheapest. There are a couple of different reasons for. The number one is your competitors usually know the market better than you, and they may know of unexpected cost you have not considered. Yeah. maybe of, I don't know, delivery cost or your warehousing cost. And so I would always try to offer my product or services in the middle of the market. The other thing is, if you are the cheapest, you are attracting people. They will check every half a year who's the cheapest in the market. And the beauty of most businesses is you have repeating businesses. So you only need to find a customer once, and then they will buy from you, hopefully on a weekly or monthly basis, or maybe every quarter. And you want to prevent that they always come back to you. And if you offer the cheapest price, you will usually attract people. They will check the cheapest supplier, and they are not really interested in any other advantages like reliability and consistency of quality or something like that. Yeah. Key achievements, we've spoken about it. If you don't have that for your business because you're a startup, don't worry. Either way, you put key achievements of yourself and your team into it, or you just delete it. Yeah. So don't think about where you can really add some value to it when somebody is reading your company profile. Organizational structure, your team is, I always think, is important. People like to see faces and to see also with whom they may communicate. And absolutely important, please, at the end, I've seen that lots of times, don't forget your contact information, email address, telephone number, physical address, whatever you think is relevant. We usually have our links to our Facebook, LinkedIn, website, everywhere, so that people, if they receive that as a PDF, they are always able to check us out. Yeah. To see if we are, what testimonial we offering, what we are up to. If you use this company profile for tender, I would also add your company registration number, your VAT number, and these parts. In some cases, it may be relevant to share your banking details. Be a little bit careful with that. I know, that's why I said don't do one and then one company profile and then share it everywhere. Be aware of what information is in there so that you're not oversharing. Yeah. Okay. When you're writing the content, just keep these tips in mind. Be concise, be engaging, use clear, compelling language. Make sure it is short and crisp. This is not an essay. This is a company profile, and you work with bullet points. Yes, get the essence of what you want to communicate. Absolutely important, of course, I mentioned that a couple of times already. Highlight your unique selling proposition. What are you offering? What is different? What are you doing best? That's why it is always important. These things are important because you can position yourself as an expert. And like I said before, an expert is immediately paid a little bit more than somebody who can offer lots of different things. Yeah. And I know that Funding Connection was a one-woman show. I started in the beginning. I was desperate. I would have done everything, whatever somebody would have asked me. I took everything on until I learned, okay, this is where I'm good at. This is where I'm able to do, but it's really a headache for me. I don't like to do that. So I positioned myself as an expert and found my key services, what we are doing. And this is the best way to position yourself. That's why, again, here, highlight your unique selling proposition. If you have, remember we mentioned achievements, and if there are any real life examples, success stories, you can include them. Again, short and crisp. Don't write an essay. Use few words. That's the best. Because what you want, usually how do you use a company profile? Okay, you're sitting in a meeting, either way physical or in Zoom. You are opening the document, you're going through it, you want to talk about it, and you don't want somebody just to read everything. That is boring. Have some bullet points and then explain, yes, this project, we have done the full development, we assisted them to get the drawings approved in construction. I'm just making up things here now. We assisted also with, I have no idea, there were some challenges in between, we were able to help them there, you know, so then you can tell the stories, yeah, but this profile, short and crisp, and to really guide you if there is a meeting. You can, if you feel like there needs to be some stories, have them separately. I don't recommend having them in a presentation or a company profile. Use consistent tone, consistent style. Think about how you want to be seen, and this is how you, what language you are using. Okay, so now visuals and design. I personally recommend put more effort into the content, although I'm always all the time saying extract bullet points. That is, in some cases, it's more difficult than writing essays because it's, you know, so because you need to extract things, but the content is always more important than the design. Should it look nice? Yes, but don't think, I've seen that lots of times that somebody also business plans, I had them in my hand, I said, wow, they look absolutely amazing. I could see there was a designer involved who put lots of effort into it. But at the end of the day, the content is the most important part. That's why I always say, don't put too much effort into the design. What we always use, and also this presentation, I've used Canva. Canva.com is absolutely amazing. They have lots of free templates. We are using a paid version. That is fine. If you only need to do that for your own company, you don't need the paid version. The free version is already absolutely amazing. It's not a problem to use. So much easier than PowerPoint presentations. It's a drag and drop system. Definitely something what I highly recommend. Use some templates. They are suitable for your style. You remember the consistent style. Use a template where you're maybe close to your company colors to make it easier. Although keep in mind with this Canva, you can click on the square here, what I'm highlighting, and say, okay, I want to use a different color, and then pull it through all the templates. I like to make it as easy as possible. I have a look what I like. I see that there are minimum one of our colors in there. Then I for us don't, and if I do these presentations, I have a team usually for everything else. I like to make it as easy as possible for myself, but You can change all the colors. You can change all the pictures. You see everywhere there is our logo included. I would also do that if I would do a company profile. So use this tool. It's free of charge. It's easy to use, and it looks pretty. There are lots of really, really nice templates included here. Like I said, aesthetically pleasing company profile. It can leave a lasting impression. It needs to look pretty and use high quality visuals, professional photos, graphics. You can put lots of graphs in there to enhance the overall appeal. I would highly recommend ensure consistency, of course, in your language, but also in your colors and forms and presentations. But this is the first impression. I'm sure you all know the first impression is what counts. But if the first impression is wow, and the second impression, if they go into the details and reading your content, and the content is not convincing, I'm trying to find a polite word, then the presentation, even if it looks amazing, will not get you to the goal you want to achieve. Okay, one thing is absolutely important: proofreading, editing. Let somebody else go through it. We always have also somebody here at Funding Connection. Everything is proofread. I'm always the last person to just approve everything. And although we have some good proofreaders, there are still sometimes things I'm finding or I'm questioning. And but again, you can use lots of apps. Word has definitely an app, has one system, spell check, that is already good. We are using Grammarly. I personally have the paid version. The rest of my team is using the free version, and the free version is already amazing. Use all these tools. They are available. It makes your life so much easier. And if you do a presentation, spelling is part of your impression you make on potential customers, and that's why I recommend to use that. Yeah. Okay. Inconsistencies, yes. I think it also checks if you are writing one word different ways in a full document. So Grammarly is definitely an amazing tool you are able to use here. If you are already in business and you have some testimonials and case studies, I just want to highlight them. You can add them, short and crisp. Don't write an essay, just a little bit of information, what you have done for your customer, what they achieved with your services. So that testimonials for an existing business are definitely something what helps getting people over the hurdle at the end of the day to buy. Because we are all skeptical, we all want to know, okay, what is happening. So that's why I would highly recommend to do that. Okay. So now you remember that I said be in the beginning aware of for what you want to use your pitch deck. And here's still a couple of ideas how you can use it. So, and then also be aware of what content is in there. publish it on your company website. Our company profile is published on our website. So if people are asking for it, we send them to a specific website. And the beauty is this link is connected to Canva. As soon as we change anything in this specific document, it will pull it through, and our clients see the latest version of it. It's because keep in mind, we're having 12 people here. We had the PDF files downloaded on all the computer. Sometimes I'm changing things, sometimes I'm adding things, and then the old version gets sent out because that's the version my staff found on the computer. This is easy. Everybody has the link to the website, and the company profile is always updated. You can share it with potential clients during meetings, during presentations. It helps you a little bit. I know lots of us are nervous. You're sitting there in front of a customer, you know it is my thought was life or death. Maybe it's not that dramatic, but you know what I mean. And specifically in the beginning, finding new customers, finding clients, convincing them to buy for you is really, really important. And I know we are all can be a little bit nervous. So, and that's if you have something you can hold on to, if you have something in your hand, what guides you about what you want to share with your potential customer is definitely helping. Yeah. You can use it also and include it for marketing materials. Maybe you send out proposals, then you can add that to the proposals. Again, be aware of what information you are sharing in your company profile. Like I said, VAT number, not everybody needs to know. Your banking details, not everybody needs to know. So, but there are some potential or clients, for them it is important. You can also distribute it at network events or trade shows. If you want to have it printed out, that's fine. Or you can email it to people, like I said, because then you know whenever somebody goes onto this link, the latest version is available. In some cases, no, in lots of cases, you need it for tenders. And in some cases, you also, if you want to lease property in big shopping malls, they are also asking for a company profile. Yeah. So this is a marketing tool to be able to represent you. It's like a business card, a little bit more complex, and you're sharing more information. Okay, so here just one sentence here. I just wanted to share with you. Developing a compelling company profile is a crucial step in showcasing your business effectively. Understanding your purpose, conducting thorough research, crafting engaging content. You can create a profile that captures the essence of your company and captivates your audience. And it helps you a little bit like a guide through any presentation. Let me just, I need a... Okay, so I think we can do a Q&A. Let me just, I want to stop my my presentation because I also like to see all of you. So if you want to contact us, here's our phone number, the cell phone number. You can use the admin@fundingconnection.coza email address. And I always promised you the link to why do you need a pitch deck. Go to fundingconnection.co.za/ why do you need a pitch deck, all in one word. And you can download the guide we developed here. You are subscribed to our newsletter, yes, but you can unsubscribe, of course, at any given time. We are writing 4 or 5 times a week newsletters. I'm not writing long newsletters. I'm always covering one aspect each and every day, and the subject is always explaining for what that is. We are talking about the different funds. We are talking about why you need a pitch deck, a company profile, a feasibility study. We are talking what needs to be in a financial forecast. We are talking about all different aspects. And of course, at the end, of course, we are offering our services, but all of our emails and newsletters we are sharing is always information included. I want you to be able to do things on your own. And if you feel like it's overwhelming, we are there to assist you. Okay, thanks very much. I hope that gave you a little bit of an idea. And yes, I see there are a couple of questions in the chat. So Leila, do you want me to answer them?
Please do, please do.
Okay, let me just go here back. Does development of mouthwash formula from scratch considered as an achievement? Yes, of course. You know what? What I always experience, and I'm the same, you know, I think we are underestimating. How many times did I sit down with an entrepreneur, and when I asked them, what did you achieve? What are you good at? Oh no, I don't really have any expertise. I don't have any experience. And then I'm asking, and the one guy was an accountant and wanted to open a business. I said, no, I have no business experience. I said, but your admin, accounting, bookkeeping covered. That's your expertise. And that's a big part of the expertise for financiers. Yeah. So don't be shy. Share this information. Yeah, I think we all underestimate, because things are easy for us. We don't see that this other people would see that as an achievement. You know, if you ask me, is financial forecast difficult? I would say no. I don't know what's the problem. It's easy peasy. Yeah. So, and if other people look at my 20 pages, they say, you did that on your own? I can't believe that. I said, what's the problem? You know? So, yes, that's definitely an achievement. Are we going to get the recorded link? Yes, please. You will. Look at the Wadwani YouTube page. Yes, there it will be shared. Share the recording. Would you recommend PowerPoint? I've done PowerPoint. I'm a little bit longer in business already, and I've fought with PowerPoint before. I recommend Canva. Like I said, canva.com. It's an online. I understand that. It makes your life so much easier. PowerPoint is painful. Alfred, because of IP, maybe not. I suggest take notes of screenshot. I will follow up though. Okay, so no, I don't have any problems here. This is open knowledge. There is no IP here. How much is a pitch deck and a profile? A pitch deck is a little bit more complex when we've done the business plan. A pitch deck is a summary of the business plan. So we have the financial forecast, we have the target market, we are doing an extraction. The pitch deck is, I think, 4.9. The company profile is 4,300 Rand at the moment. What was the link again? Canva.com. Canva.com. Absolutely easy. Love the system. Okay, so what is the difference between a company profile and a proposal? if you want to do a proposal, that means somebody asks you, I want you to offer me, I don't know, weekly cleaning services for my office. Okay. So this is usually a business proposal. That means you need to really quote according to what they are looking for and be clear about what you are offering. Yeah. Something also what I learned over the last couple of years is when we are sending out quotations, we are explaining clearly what you can expect. It's not a business plan and a financial forecast. It will include executive summary, market research, target market, processes, permit and licenses. We're covering everything so that also our client is confident and knows what to expect. That is what a proposal is. It should have all these other things in there. You may have an extra slide where you explain what you are offering and the cost payment terms I would include there. Yeah. That's the difference between a profile and a proposal. Would you recommend using the same format of company profiles for nonprofit organizations to show to potential donors? Nice question. Yes. Yeah. So keep in mind, donors, Juliet, I don't forget you. No worries. Let me just answer here. Okay. Donors want to see, you need to talk about the beneficiaries and what you want to achieve with them and how you will assist them so that they have a good idea what will happen with their money. Yeah. Business one has, for every business one has, should one have separate profiles? I'm construction and also have a bakery. Yes, because if I want to order some donuts from you and I know you're working with cement and bricks, I'm getting worried that my donuts taste like cement. Yeah. So separate this business. You are not looking, you remember what I said? You're not looking like an expert in your field. Yeah. I'm always joking. I'm always saying, imagine I offering catering, karate lessons. What else can I do? Business plans and capital raising. So and now I say, oh, you want a business plan? Not a problem. How confident would you be that I'm able to do the business plan if I do everything else too? You see, out of a sudden, you are using your reputation. I would not recommend that. You are an expert in a field, have two different ones. Don't mix it. Ah, yeah, Wadwani Foundation, exactly, canva.com. We are supposed to submit in PPT. Yes, you can export to PPT. You can also export. I'm not too sure if the free version can do that. You need to double check that, but you also can export into a PDF.
I think, Juliet, you can ask your question.
Yes.
You can unmute yourself. Hello. Hi.
Yes. Good afternoon. Thank you for the great session. Sorry, someone doesn't have good timing was calling me when I'm in a meeting. Thank you for the session, and I think it was nice and comprehensive. I'm the coordinator and the head of TEXA, and I'm quite happy to see that most of our members are here. What I wanted to ask is it possible for us to coordinate smaller sessions, practical sessions, because the theory is good and people have taken notes, and that what we find that if we are able to gather in a small space and we're able to coordinate such, whether in a library or in one of the institutions, whether we could have someone, I know you've got 3 offices where you have, I think you've got Cape Town and so forth, where someone can come in and where we help people literally maybe for a space of an hour or 2 for them to be able to come up with a generic a company profile, and then they can adapt it as per clients. I represent, and most of the stakeholders, the SMMEs that are here and the other organizations that are here, they are township based. So the space of doing business profiles, it can be new, or it can be enhanced when we learn together. So I want to see whether you're open for that, and if we can coordinate something like that. We find that normally helps, because there are times where someone has a great service, a great product, but there could be language limitations, because remember, when you're an entrepreneur, you sell in whatever language, but your profile has to be professional English. So is it possible for us to look at that option going forward with you?
Okay, we can part of that question I'll answer, Dagmar, and maybe you can take the large part of it.
Yeah, no problem. We definitely can discuss this. Keep in mind that in our satellite offices, these are not the people that are doing the pitch decks. Everything is done here in our headquarters in Hillcrest, because I like to watch. Yeah. So, and so
I understand.
There are definitely, we will find some solutions. I'm not worried about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds great. We'll continue talking beyond this. And I see that my associate in Western Cape, Ishan, he coordinates the Western Cape SMMEs. He also thinks it's necessary. But we can start and then replicate it other places as well. Okay, thank you.
Second part of your question, by the way, so maybe I can close off by this, but let me just, since you've asked, just in case you drop off. So we offer entrepreneurship course at no cost for free, but it's online. So I teach this via Zoom. What you are in right now is a supplementary to harness some of the key critical information that people learn when they are on this 14 course that we run. We call it Ignite Entrepreneurship Program. And it's people are expected to attend at least twice a week, and it's an hour, and it's via Zoom. And I'm typically the one facilitating it, or my colleague Charles. I see a number of our I'll call them my colleagues because they are fellow entrepreneurs. And Dagmar assists us in terms of broadening the thinking of an entrepreneur in terms of how to plug that information and put that business plan together and put that business pitch together to make sure that it lands well in front of the investor. Hopefully I've answered part of it, but Dagmar, of course, she's a phenomenal coach, and she'll definitely be an aid to your entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, sounds good. Yeah, we'll be able to tap on both the suggestions made by yourselves, and then we can we'll communicate after this to see how we consolidate those sessions and see how many of our entrepreneurs are able to attend, and also look at the opportunity of the smaller sessions. Already we have a few venues where we do the smaller workshops in Johannesburg and in other places that you'd recommend. We also work with local government for spaces for us to do such things. So it sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, so let me just go here through. Birgit Moo just jumped here. Sorry. You have an existing company profile. And sorry, do you want to say something, Solila?
No.
Okay. If you're an existing company profile, do you offer editing services, or do you only work from scratch? You know what? When we edit something else, it's usually more work from our side. I'm quite structured, systems are in place here on our side. So, and usually I can do a review of your company profile and say, okay, these are only 2-3 things you need to change, do that on your own. But I'm also honest, and I'm not shying away from saying this is a chaotic company profile, you will not be able to use it, I don't even know what you're offering, then I would recommend to do a new one. I want to be part of your organization. What is required? I'm sure that is for the Wadhwani Foundation and not for me.
Okay, yes, I've just shared my email address and WhatsApp number. I think it's supposed to be a dot, not a comma on my email address there. You can contact me and I'll share the next intake. We do have an intake each and every month, so anyone can apply to partake into the course. Can I add something to what Dagmar has just said about her company, actually? I don't know why I'm your salesperson now. So Dagmar does this for a living, and she does charge a fee for consultation. I think you can book online just to see her. Of course, you know, she can't see people for free like a doctor. She's a doctor in entrepreneurship. You don't see a doctor for free. So there's a consultation fee where she can actually help you map out this. What is so important? What is important about what she was saying here? You want to eliminate early rejection, that you can actually cushion yourself to make sure at least a significant part of what you are going to the market for is largely either you're going to get the funds or you have a great profile that will lend to your customer base well. So if you're an entrepreneur, you need to be banking on yourself. Part of that is ensuring that you are saying exactly what the customer wants to hear or the financier wants to hear. And Dagmar provides that service. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks very much. So there are a couple of people, they want to join you. Juliet, we also can, so this we definitely can do online. Okay. How much is your combo? I mean, when you include all your services in one package. Okay, so what we do is our goal is to raise capital for our clients. So in all the services, that's what I started with, raising capital. Then I saw all the business plans people came to me with, and I thought, I'm never ever be able to raise one single cent with these business plans. I started drafting the business plans. So these business plans are according to what the financiers want to see. And if you want to apply for R1 million, the financiers' expectations are only that much of information. If you want to apply for 100 million rand, they want a little bit more details and information. So all our services, what we are offering, is determined by the capital, by the investment amount, because the higher the investment amount, the more detailed. So I can't give you one price fits everything. I don't even know if you need everything. That is something what I first also want to determine, because I don't want you to run to have everything and then you don't need the pitch deck. You maybe don't need the company profile. You know, in some cases we raised capital and we didn't even need the business plan for expansion. Yeah. So I'm having a look what you really require, and this is what we are offering. Yes, that's why I also charge for our consultations if you meet me, because I want to be able to determine what do you really need, and I'm not willing to offer you everything just to increase our sales. Yeah. Okay, so I have 2 more minutes and then I may be disappearing. Do you assist non-governmental organizations that is very active in the food diversity, mainly community agricultural services? I'm an expert in raising capital for businesses, entrepreneurs. Did we do business plans also for non-profit organizations? Yes. Raising donations through government institutions and departments and also from other donors is really difficult at the moment. And we've done that before COVID, a couple of times successful. COVID messed it totally up. And I decided we don't assist you to raise donations. It's not my strong point. You're paying for our services and I want you to get value for your money. Yeah, we can do the business plan. We can't raise donations. Assist in branding a company. We can do some strategic sessions together. Yes. And how do I say that? So the biggest challenge for business is not the branding. I know everybody is crazy about you need a name, you need a logo, I have no idea, you need sales. Without sales, there's no business. And you can sell with no logo, with only a name. And that's how I started, Funding Connection. Everybody knew what it is. There was no great logo. I had a crazy website, and sales is the lifeline of your business. Branding should come later. That is my recommendation. Don't waste your money on logos, business cards, and all these other things. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I stepped on somebody's toe here, but I know I do that sometimes.
No, I don't want to interject, but it's very true, because with the apps that you find, there are a lot of offerings out there. People want to do fancy cards, colorful, I call them pictures. So we're in a world where people are presenting a lot of beautiful pictures, but there's no content, So I think it's important that we focus on content, and that's why we're promoting this session. So before you have pretty pictures, get your content right. Great.
I think that's quite key what you just said, because without sales, you have no business and you are not investable at all. The traction into your business is quite the most important one. There's another question. Can you repeat that, stepping on our toe? Oh, no, she was referring to, just in case somebody here is in branding, and obviously some of you guys are going to be the clients to somebody who does branding. So that's what she meant as a joke, though. So, but I think it's quite important to get your sales. Forget about branding. Do that later. So, of course, you do need a company name. It doesn't need to be fancy. Talk to customers. That's what guys. I get frustrated whenever I hear somebody, "Oh, I don't have a brand." No, you don't need a brand. You need sales. So the only way to get sales is to talk to customers. If there's no other questions, on my part,
did we lose the facilitator and the host?
Yep, I think we lost him.
Okay.
Yeah. But potentially he will be back.
Okay. So I think in a nutshell, because they were done, is to say, hi Jonathan, is to say that I think it was valuable, and it's all about just building the content. The suggestion that I was making, I had spoken to the Maponya Institute, and they're aware of this session. And then in Johannesburg, they're willing to allow us to use one of their spaces at the Maponya Mall, just to have a practical workshop on this. So as a start, we can start in Johannesburg. I'll continue talking to the team, and then we'll also look how we do the same in other provinces. I prefer to do things while there's momentum. So if possible, maybe in the next week or two, if we can do it. I don't know what people think, because we always say it's better to learn together, and then we can correct each other, and we walk out of that space after spending 2 hours with a definite company profile.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see.
Hi, Juliet. I'm sorry to jump in. I was trying to look at the point where one can raise the hand, but I cannot be able to see it. So
okay,
I was
no
of the opinion whereby to say, because me, I'm based in Namibia, and
yes.
I was of the opinion to say, why don't we make it live so that we can also participate? So when you are going to do it, you can able to inform us. Maybe you can
Okay.
talk to is it Sorera?
Yes.
It's
Yes,
Kolela,
that's
yes.
Yeah.
Colella.
Sorera, yeah, from
Call me Mr. X. It's easier.
No, Colella is fun. Yes, we can do
Hey,
both
Sorera, how
physical
are you, my
and
friend?
virtual.
Okay. So that we can able to see when you are presenting on PowerPoint. So
Okay.
I like the idea of Juliet when she's saying they want to do it practical. So let's do it.
Okay. No, it can be done with where it's practical, but also virtual, like video conferencing. So I think it's a good idea. And then we can link up everyone. Yeah, I've put my details down here. I don't think I will coordinate, but let's see if we can do it in the next week or two.
Absolutely. And then just to add up to what you just mentioned,
Okay.
if anyone is looking into, integrating artificial intelligence into what they're building, we have this platform that could potentially help them to scale up the business. So open to connecting with anyone.
All right.
Yeah.
So you'll also, because AI is also important, there are a lot of tools that people can use. Drop me a message there as well.
Yeah, I will send you an email.
Yeah, because we're also using, because it will help people to simplify. There are a lot of tools. Okay, so there was someone else.
Okay, so I just
someone else wanted to say something.
So if you have any other questions, keep in mind, because I was interrupted, I can't see all of them. Just feel free to write questions in, and then I can answer them.
Okay. Oh, while you were lost, we were just suggesting that we'll be in contact with you to do a physical one, and then there was a suggestion that it can also be physical and virtual for people, so we can do one in Johannesburg, and then be able to link video conferencing while we do a practical one.
Yeah, that's fine. Definitely, I'm able to do that. Okay. Nice. Are there any other questions from attendees regarding the company profile, or you can also ask me anything regarding, I don't know, business plans, raising capital. We still have a couple of minutes here, so I can answer.
And you can recommend what our next masterclass should be, by the way, so you have an opportunity to suggest
the next topic.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's anything else, I think that's also a nice idea. Yes, just write down in the comments when you say, hey, I would like to another masterclass.
Hello, can you hear me?
Topic. Yes, we can hear you. No, we can't.
So,
hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, my question to Dagmar. I wanted to ask you, because so basically you are saying for you to help me, we need to sit down and then I give you the state of my business. Then you recommend on the things you offer that you can start with this and we go to this, and this is what you need.
Yes.
Did I? Okay.
What you can do is you can also go to our website. There's a contact form. Brent is there on the other side. You can also call all my team members. The basic things they can do, yeah. If it is really industry specific, keep in mind each of the funds has usually 20 pages rules and regulations. I'm the one who has the big overview and can see, oh, that's a critical part here. No, you can't raise capital for this, but you can raise capital for that. I'm able to do the basic things. All my team is able to answer. Yeah. Let me just put my website in there. and then you can also contact them because that is free of charge. Or you can have a paid consultation for 660 Rand for reduced rate for 45 minutes, and then we can sit down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the contact form. So then Brent is able to advise you. And in some cases, he also says, Birgit, I don't know, you need to have a meeting with Dagmar, but they know how far they can go, and they also are aware of where they say, I'm not 100% sure, please sit together with Dagmar. Yeah?
Okay. I don't know, I think I missed the website.
The website I just put, fundingconnection.coza/contact.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine now. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So guys,
any other questions here? You usually pay 660 Rand if you want to talk to me. Make use of it.
Now they have you for free.
guys,
Exactly.
guys, I don't use WhatsApp, so I'll just drop in my LinkedIn and an email.
Okay. Dagmar, the issue of social entrepreneurship, I think a lot of the NPOs that asked about the type of help they could get, it's something that we need to look into because there are a lot of NPOs that need to start being sustainable in the language of them being run as businesses. So maybe we should look at that going forward, how we come up with models for them, just in terms of how they think and position themselves. There's a big opportunity and a gap there.
Yeah. And social entrepreneurship is, I like that because you're offering a services, and whoever buys from you and buys the products from you knows the profits go to a good cause. That's a nice setup. Definitely also one unique selling point. And you just need to know what to offer, to whom to offer, and to convince people to say, yes, that's the right thing, I want to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that'd be great because that could be the second arm of that physical workshop that we are speaking of, where we're dealing with normal business, and then maybe an hour or two with the non-profits, more on social entrepreneurship, because they don't do things such as return on investment. And we talk about those, even if you're an NPO, what return on investment you give your obviously your stakeholders, all the people that you're working with. So yeah, we can look at both as well. Return on investment as an NPC, non-profit company, and also as a business that has to look at profit. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we really appreciate this.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending today's session. I think we covered a lot of ground, and it was so inspirational because everybody was so engaged, and we got to exchange contacts, which is beautiful. To everyone else, they will receive the recording via email from Dagmar, and give us maybe until Monday or Tuesday. So you should have the recording on your inbox of this session, and you can share it with your people. And on that email, Dagmar will definitely be sharing my contact details as well as hers, so that you are able to have access to us. Dagmar, thank you once again for this insightful and incredible, empowering session of a masterclass. I'm always humbled to just learning from you and your expertise. And thank you for sharing your knowledge with our entrepreneurs and our beneficiaries. And have a great day. You can share your parting words so that everybody, just remind everybody on how to get in touch with you.